than anything,
lived a young maiden,
more than life, more than jewels.
a carefree young lad.
本作品で魔女役を演じ、本年度アカデミー賞助演女優賞にノミネートされましたメリル・ストリープさん。そして9歳よりブロードウェイの舞台に立ち、本作品でスクリーンデビューを果たしました赤ずきん役のリラ・クロフォードさんです。
おはようございます。Very, very nice to be here in Tokyo again and to receive such a warm welcome last night at the opening. Hope very much that audiences in Japan will love Into the Woods as much as we loved making it and doing it. So thank you very much.
Konnichiwa. Thank you for welcoming me into your beautiful country. I've always wanted to come to Japan, and thank you for inviting me here. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed the movie. And yeah, I hope. Yeah.
What I look forward But I have such a large. Honestly, what I look forward to most, because when I come to Japan, normally I'm in the hotel interviewing, and so I really get to know Japanese people through the young journalists that I meet and speak with, and it's always interesting to speak and to understand the changes in Japan, Japanese culture, through them.
Well, I've always wanted to go to Japan. I've always been fascinated with Japanese culture ever since I was 5 years old. I went to Sensoji Temple, which was amazing. I went to Harajuku. It was like unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was fantastic. I had my first bite of Japanese sushi, like real Japanese sushi, and it's so much better than American sushi. It's amazing. I don't know. I mean, just being here and just taking in, you know, everything that happens in Japan and the culture and the differences, it's just been such a treat.
Well, because we're here without our director, who's very sick, and he wanted to come so much to Japan. He loves this country. And he would say, I think, speaking on his behalf, he had been speaking with Stephen Sondheim for a long time about making this musical play into a movie. But it was when 9/11 happened and President Obama addressed the nation from the site and speaking to the survivors and the families, he heard President Obama say, "You are not alone. No one is alone." And it made him believe that this was the moment that it would be good to make this film with its message of hope and residing strength in human relationships.
Just the way that you would present yourself and just the way that you act, and you're so humble and you're just so elegant and so graceful and you're so nice. You were so nice to everyone on set and you're so talented. It's just watching you, I just learned so much, and I could definitely apply it to other projects in my life. So thank you. I mean, just that was advice enough. Just watching her was just, I learned so much. Moment that I remember. I remember when your nails were flying everywhere. There was like, I guess there was this really big fan to create an effect of, just to, you know, create an effect. And she had these beautiful long nails that were flying off every time the wind would, you know, every time the fan went on. And all of these like incredible actors with like an incredible resume were like on the floor digging around trying to find them. That was pretty funny, I guess, yeah.
When I heard, is it on?
Yes.
Yes, okay. When I heard Lilla sing for the first time, because she came in late to the production, and she was such a revelation. She just transformed the song. First of all, for such a young girl, to have such a sophisticated understanding of the lyric and the situation with the wolf, and such purity and such irony and such humor blended with an incredible, powerful, beautiful voice. It was it was great. We all celebrated when you arrived. All the whole cast, it's true. Well, I was too young and too nice to take the roles offered me before this, but now I'm old and mean, so. But I related to everybody in Into the Woods, every character has something that they want above anything else, and they're willing to sacrifice everything to get it. And for the witch, it's to regain the love of her daughter and to keep her safe and to keep her close and not lose her. It's something every mother relates to on a certain level. I have girls, I want them to be happy, but I want them to be safe. And so we sometimes are overprotective as mothers. So I could relate to that in this witch. Mm-hmm.
Well, he's amazing. I am obsessed with him. I used to be completely obsessed with him. He used to be my favorite actor. So meeting him was unreal. I didn't even believe it. But he's so talented, and he has such great ideas. I don't know if you remember, there's this part where he opens up his jacket and there's all this candy in his jacket in Hello, Hello, Little Girl. That was his idea, and he just thought of that. And so he's so quick, and he's so talented. Antidotes? Here's my favorite one. I wasn't hurt, but a bucket of leaves fell on my head, and it was all in my hair, and it was all in my costume, and the makeup and hair team, rushed over and was ready to pick them all out, and Johnny started doing it instead, and he had these really long claws, because he's a wolf, and one by one, he picked each leaf out of my hair for for me it felt like the whole world, but I'm sure it was only 15 minutes, but that was crazy. I was like, oh my God, Johnny Depp is touching my hair. That was great. I'll never forget that.
Well, Johnny Depp is very sly performer, and his singing he can sort of do anything with his voice. I mean, that's what's wonderful about him as a performer. His instrument is very malleable. And so he used everything he had, and sounds that I didn't even know were in his repertoire, from growls to sort of jazz singing in that piece. And it was really, really impressive and very funny.
Well, as I've said earlier, I love Johnny Depp, and of course, Johnny Depp is linked with Tim Burton in many ways, and so I also grew up loving Tim Burton. So now that I've done a movie with Johnny Depp, which is still unreal, I think it would be cool to do a Tim Burton film. I think that would be really cool. But mainly, me being so young, I just love this so much, and I love performing, and I think I'm lucky to have found what I want to do for the rest of my life at such a young age. So I think I just want to keep working, and I never want to stop. Yeah, so I guess my wish is to keep performing.
Well, I have no doubt that you'll have no trouble in continuing to work, Lilla, because you have such love and joy in what you do. And how to work with Tim Burton, I think you just put that wish out into the universe and he'll hear you. And if he's not a fool, he'll call you up.
メリル・ストリープさん、リラ・クロフォードさんでした。ありがとうございました。
And in this village
more than anything,
lived a young maiden
more more than life, more than jewels.
A carefree young lad.
I wish